Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Awesome 80s Podcast. This is Michael.
This is Lawrence. Hi, Michael.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
We're not just going to bring you one episode of Christmas Spectacular this year. We're going to bring you two spectacular episodes of Christmas goodness.
Well, it's a very merry podcast.
Yes.
Last podcast, our Christmas party. Garon, welcome, first of all.
Thank you for having me back.
We had an awesome 80s Christmas party last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago. We were all in the same room. It was legendary, Garon. It was legendary.
I can only imagine.
I'm not sure how much we really talked about Lethal Weapon, but I had a good time. It was good.
From my understanding, I had received some fan mail. The best part was me just yelling at Michael H.
Okay.
Apparently, I wanted to have several relations with him.
I'm not surprised. It's fine then.
Yep. So here we are, doing this podcast, another Christmas podcast. Probably the last one we're going to do of the year.
Yeah.
I'm in studio MH, and MH isn't here. That means I have to get all my own beverages. No one's here to pull up a fax on a big screen. It's really lonely without MH. I guess MH is in a way our Garon, but not in the sense that Garon is our Garon. It's a really weird universe. But this is probably our last one of the year. Are we agreeing on that?
Yeah, probably. I had to work like 72 hours straight, so I get time off after Christmas between New Year's. So I got family time. So we're trying to bring you the best we can in 80s cinema spectaculars as much as we can, but this is probably going to be it for the year. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is we are going to be doing Silent Night, Deadly Night, not Silent Night, Bloody Night, right?
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Silent Night, Deadly Night from 1984. So, when was the first time you saw this movie, Karen?
Last night.
Last night. You've never seen it before.
I've never seen it before.
I during my research, I saw it 2 nights ago, but apparently there's 4 or 5 different sequels. Can you imagine this happening?
Yeah, isn't Mickey Rooney in one of them?
Mickey Rourke or Mickey Rooney?
Mickey Rooney.
Oh, really?
I think he's in one of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
I could be wrong, but I think he is. I'm gonna bust out the old iPad.
Okay. Is this one of the worst? Have you seen other horror Christmas films?
I've seen Black Christmas.
Okay, and that's with Margot Kidder, right?
Yes, that's a great one.
And that guy was just just a regular serial killer situation. He wasn't.
Yeah, it was. It's one of those weird phone call, weird noises, killer on the loose after sorority girls. But it's from the 70s. So
yeah, not the 80s.
Until you guys have your spin-off show, we're gonna have to wait on that one. But it's good. It's definitely. It predates Halloween, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of kicked off the whole. What do I do? Oh, Mickey Rooney. It kicked off the whole slasher thing. It's good. We actually just watched it the other night. It's good. It's no Silent Night, Deadly Night, though.
Okay, exactly.
He was in.
So Mickey Rooney, #1 star, boom.
Mickey Rooney's awesome.
Of the world.
Michael?
Glenn?
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, good.
Doing a great time, just being on the Awesome 80s Podcast. Small technical difficulties, but we do okay.
We survived.
Did anything I say get conveyed at all the whole time?
Nope.
I don't listen most of the time anyway, Glenn. But no, not right now.
Okay, well that's great. That's great.
Okay, so we talked about Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah. So I'm in Studio MH. Did that part get?
Yes.
Nothing?
Yes.
Okay. So that's fine. That's all I needed, really. I do want to give some Christmas shout-outs real quick because there are so many people that make this possible. First, MF Jones. He's on call tonight. He's ready to go for us. He's very concerned about your internet problems, Michael.
Okay.
And MH, because he's not here, but I'm still sitting in his apartment, just conveniently located right by my house, so that's nice of him. And also Bobby Joe, she was a great guest host a couple weeks ago.
And I would also like to thank Doiner also.
Yeah, he was next to my list.
Okay. My fault.
Doiner, thank you for your Christmas donation to the podcast. Your donations are always appreciated. So we thank you. And Casey, and all of our great guests this year. Thank you all. We've had some awesome guests this year. We've only had one 4-time guest this year, and that's Garon.
It's an honor, guys.
Thanks again for being on the show, Garon. Okay, before we get going, last 2 weeks ago we got to make Superfan Casey's dream come true and be on his trivia team, and we came through and we won, but only because it was a bar trivia night. Only because I went and fought for a question. Are you a Star Wars fan, Garon?
Absolutely.
Okay. If the question was, name an alternate name for alternate production name for Return of the Jedi, what would you write down?
Well, there was Revenge of the Sith, right? Or no, Revenge of the Jedi. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
And then.
But then I also what I wrote down was Blue Harvest.
That was the first one, wasn't it?
No, that was for Return of the Jedi.
Oh, I thought
that was argued, Garon. Your point was argued.
Okay, well, I was just wondering. Well, we came through for Casey, making trivia dreams come true for him.
You won. That's all that matters.
Yes, yeah. Exactly. Why would you? Why are we doing this movie, Glenn?
Well, with Garon, he has always introduced me, not you, to wonderfully awesome horror movies of the 80s, the slasher genre. I'm surprised he's never seen this movie. But it is a Christmas movie. It's steeped with history in 80s Christmas lore. And it's something that we thought it's time to do this movie. So, Garon, how did you escape without ever seeing Silent Night, Deadly Night?
I don't know. It's one of those VHS tapes that I always walk past at the video store because it's got an iconic cover. I just never, it never got to, I never was able to see it, and it got lost in the Friday the 13th and the Nightmares and all that. So
yeah, I work in a corporate type environment, but in kind of a loose setting, and so people always ask me, "What movie are you doing this week?" And everyone not everyone. The 3 people who actually never heard of this movie never had seen it, but they all remembered walking by it in the video store.
It's a cover you never forget. Santa's crawling out of a chimney, right, with an axe. That's something.
Right.
Yeah.
You hold on to that. And I never got to see it. I don't know why it was never picked up. I'm not sure.
Well,
it's never happened.
Michael, did you see this movie? Because I have a story about how I knew about it.
I had never seen this movie ever in my entire life.
Really?
No, and I guess there's 4 sequels to it. Me and Garon were talking about it. I can't imagine somebody was like, I can't imagine this having 4 sequels.
Really? You can't?
No. Okay, fine. All right, fine. I mean, teenage kids in the 80s, I'm sure they'd go to this.
So this movie was the first movie on a tape that my father had. The next movie, I believe, was I Spit on Your Grave.
Oof.
And then the final movie was a movie I like to watch myself. I don't remember the title. I liked it for the story. It was copied on a VHS tape.
Was John Holmes in it?
I don't think he was in that one. No, yeah, he was.
Okay.
He was. So when you're fast forwarding on VHS 6-hour mode, you stop every now and then to check where you're at because you couldn't see the picture. And at least this is pretty early VHS even. And so you have to stop. And I have seen that end 4 or 5 times because I think the tape would start slowing down and you thought, oh, I'm getting to my destination. You hit play. So I'd seen the end, but never the movie until last night.
Okay.
So I knew it was going to happen. Like, I knew how it was going to end. I mean, obviously, we all knew kind of how it was going to end, but, like, I had a vision exactly of how it was going to end the whole time I was watching it. Because I was a horny teenager. So, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Christmas Eve, 1971. A family's driving in a station wagon. You got your mom, you got your dad, you got your brother Billy, you got your little baby brother. Do we know his name? Did that ever happen?
Ricky? Yeah.
All American family. So where do you go on Christmas Eve, 1971, in the middle of Utah?
A mental institution.
A mental institution to see Grandpa.
Go see Pop Pop. They all leave the room and just leave Billy just in the room. Yeah, just spend some time with Pop Pop. And then Santa's gonna punish you, boy. He's gonna punish you. You need to be the good boy, not naughty. He's terribly and awfully, fantastically over the top. And I watched that scene 3 times just for that act.
Grandpa's freaky as fuck.
So he's kind of the prophet, because these movies kind of have like a prophet character, like something bad's going to happen. You need to be on the lookout. You need to be a good boy. So they leave the mental institution, and then we cut away to a good old-fashioned Santa robbing a liquor store.
Well, hold on. Did we really discuss what Grandpa said?
What did he say?
Boy, Santa knows if you've been good or bad. And Santa comes for the bad kids. So you better be good. Grandpa's freaky as fuck.
Okay.
For goodness sake, be good.
So they leave. Yes, we cut away. Santa's robbing liquor store, shoots the liquor store attendant, kills him, makes off with $35.
What a ripoff.
What a ripoff. Flashback to Billy and his parents. And they're just driving. Billy doesn't want to see Santa Claus. He tells them that Grandpa said it. And they didn't even doubt Billy. Grandpa's in a coma, and they completely believed Billy was telling the truth.
Our 5-year-old child would not make up something like that. Kids don't have imaginations.
It was a different time.
Okay.
It really was. That shocked me more than anything in this movie, that the parents actually believed him.
So they do end up stopping to help a stranded motorist. Hey, Billy, look! You're going to see Santa. You're going to see Santa before we get home tonight. You get to bed early. And then Santa probably comes over and murders the entire family. Well, at least mom and dad.
Well, he murders mom and dad.
Yeah.
He tries to rape mom.
But he just kind of quits halfway. He's like, I'll just slit her throat.
Well, did he
outside.
see Billy?
Billy went and hid in the bushes, and I guess the baby Ricky was just inside the car the whole time.
Yeah, but towards the end it looked like he saw Billy.
Yeah, they made eye contact. So, you guys have done some of the research on this. What was the big issue with the trailer of this movie?
Well, I guess mainly parents were pissed that they showed Santa walking around with an axe.
I think to me it kind of seemed like that all the parents were just kind of hung up on like, oh man, all these kids are going to know Santa's not real.
Well, that's a thing, though.
Yeah. I guess my question is, like, when did you stop believing Glenn?
I think I knew for a long time, but at one point my sister told me. She was younger than me.
Sister?
She was younger than me, but I knew. I just didn't want to acknowledge it until she mentioned it, and I was like, well, I kind of have to, right?
What are we talking about here?
When you knew Santa wasn't real.
Sorry, what?
Every year, my mom gives us Santa presents. I mean, Santa comes
I still get them every year.
Santa comes to my house every year, and hopefully we've got children in our house next year. So at least until my children have their children, I will have Santa presents every year of my life.
Let me tell you something. You have a child on the way. Your presents decrease majorly when you have to share them with a kid.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Big
I remember
pain in the ass.
my second grade teacher. She told the entire class, she's like, "Nope, Michael, no Santa Claus. Michael, you can't be an astronaut because you're colorblind."
That's a terrible teacher.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I talk about it with my therapist. It's all
She'd be
right.
fired right now.
Yeah, I know. So, Glenn, with your son, you did the poem thing. Yes, Virginia, there's a Santa Claus. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, once it became time that he knew, I did what my dad did to me. You know, Santa Claus exists inside everyone. So you can't discount the fact that, yes, he's not physically real, but his spirit lives here. It seemed to work.
I just shed a little bit of a tear right there. Got me right in the. Oh, good. My heart hurts.
Yeah. So this movie, it came out the week or the same week or the week after Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one.
I think it was the same week.
Yeah.
Same week.
And I was reading on, it outgrossed it.
Yes.
So it got yanked from theaters, which is mind-boggling to me as a Nightmare on Elm Street fan, that this movie would outgross such a classic such as Nightmare. But
Yeah. I've been going through a lot of family photos recently, and I'm pretty sure Christmas of '84 is when I received Jeffrey Graham my Cabbage Patch doll. Did either of you guys have Cabbage Patch dolls?
I did. Gideon, I still have him.
Okay, all right.
I think I did have one, but I don't remember what its name was.
I didn't get the Teddy Ruxpin. My sister got that.
I got that. I got that.
Okay.
I think we had that
we
too.
had to share it. We had to share it.
So Billy leaves this horrible event and goes and it's 4 years later. Is that what we're to assume? So like
I
70
think it was,
4
yeah.
years. 4 years.
And he comes away with the message that be good or Santa will kill your entire family. And then the next real scene is when he's doing his art project of Santa being decapitated and Santa's reindeer being decapitated and putting it up on the board at the orphanage where he's set to live at. And is this art or is he just planning payback like Bruce Wayne or Batman? Like, do you think this is a twisted child, or is he just thinking Santa comes again? I need to kill Santa Claus.
That's his inner demons struggling to break free from his subconscious psyche, and it's just spilling out onto his construction paper to scare all the other kids and make the nuns uncomfortable.
Real quick, just to go back, not to be annoying, we did see the mom's breasts. That's an overwhelming theme throughout this movie.
Yeah, I wrote down titties right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't write down. Oh no, I did. Mom's dead titties. I did write that down. Sorry. Did she look like a poor man's Beverly D'Angelo to you?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. They're in a station wagon.
Station wagon. I mean, it was before vacation. To me, she was the poor man's Beverly D'Angelo.
Okay.
They probably couldn't afford Beverly D'Angelo.
Or those
Very. Even though.
breasts.
What was she doing? Well, she'd show her boobs.
Okay. Yeah. Look like it could show their boobs. So, was this a good environment for Billy being raised in this orphanage?
Well, right when we cut to the orphanage, Billy draws a picture of him killing Santa. The Mother Superior, she's kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
She, which, I mean, so was the Mother Superior in Sister Act until Whoopi,
Wins her
warmed
over.
her heart.
Yeah.
Billy just didn't have a chance. So Mother Superior, she thinks that Billy doesn't remember what he saw. But yeah, he's continuing to show pictures of him killing Santa.
I know.
Oh, he doesn't remember.
He doesn't know anything.
He doesn't know.
The little kid that they got to play the first Billy, he's like so cute. Like he could have been. I don't want to say it could be Macaulay Culkin, but he could have had a child actor. Did he do anything else? I don't even remember him doing anything else. But he was,
I don't think so.
as far as like magic on the screen, like I think that little kid had the most and anyone in the entire movie, other than the old man who played Grandpa.
Grandpa was magic.
It
I
just
don't
felt
think
like
Did anybody else in this movie go on to anything besides the toy guy, the Toy Story?
No. Toy Guy was it.
I know. If I have her right, the girl that we'll talk about her later. She gets killed, but she went on to Night of the Demons. But I'm not sure if anybody else did.
The Toy Store girl?
No, I think it's the blonde girl that.
The Antler girl.
Yeah, I think she is Leona Quigley.
Oh, she's good.
She's in Night of the Demons, if I'm not mistaken.
She's good.
But that's it. Everyone else
I believed
is.
everything that was happening to her.
Night of the Demons. That's the one where they're in a haunted house and there's a brick wall around it, 360 degrees or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to get a little too over the top or anything, but it felt like there were a lot of overtones, especially like Catholic overtones in this movie. It felt like a personal theory that this whole movie is just an allegory for the children who took Catholicism too seriously. Like, if you feel emotions of any kind, you're going to get the belt. You get scared, you get the belt. You get aroused, you get the belt.
Are you talking about your own Catholic?
No, I'm talking about this right here. You love making, you're going to get the belt, or you're going to get stabbed.
By the way, I was talking to Garon in our pre-show meeting that you didn't attend, Michael.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's 50 degrees here right now in the middle of Illinois.
I'm wearing shorts.
I'm in CUMH and I'm sweating. I think he has the heat on. But what am I going to do?
When I was a little kid, you gotta get snow. It's gonna be Christmas time. Like, I do not give a shit. I don't want to shovel. I don't want to put salt down. I don't want to do any of that. The warmer it is, the better. Global warming, bring it on. I don't care.
Just unseasonably warm, and I'm good with it. What do you think about a white Christmas? Because everyone said, I want a white Christmas. Fuck that. I don't want a white Christmas. Aaron, when's the last time you were in your home state? For Christmas.
I have not been back for Christmas.
Wow.
So it's been 14 years since I've had a Christmas at home. 15 years.
Right. So do you miss having snow on the ground for Christmas?
No. I mean, I've gone back a couple of times in the winter, so I've seen some snow.
It's cold.
Yeah. No, I
wet?
think I got my fill. Because it's also Michigan snow, so it's
that's different.
2 or 3
snow.
days a season, it's nice snow. Everything else is sludge and
Agreed.
nastiness, so,
Agreed.
I prefer LA winters where it's rainy.
So, Billy is sentenced to go to his room as punishment. While in his room, he sneaks out and he sees another couple fucking.
Because why not? And you see titties there too, right?
Right. Well, that's just another reason to see boobs.
They do that. It's the same shot like 3 or 4 times of the guy grabbing the boob. I'm just saying I noticed. Just the same kind of whatever. Maybe that's his signature. Like every cinematographer has their signature thing. And maybe this cinematographer's like, every time I show boobs, somebody's gonna grab at him this way.
Well, you are now an award-winning director.
Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, I appreciate it.
You did win the best short in the Drunken Zombie Film Festival.
I think that's because you came and voted for me, Glenn. I do appreciate that.
I will drive far and wide to watch your 8-minute movie and vote.
Thanks, Glenn. But after that, he gets tied to the bed after that?
Yeah, lots of weirdness there.
And then, pretty much...
So there's the nice nun?
Yeah, the nice nun. I don't know. I felt bad, once again, back to the allegory for Catholicism and children. It's like he sees sex, he's going to get the belt, he's loud, he has joy, he's going to get the belt, and then later on he's afraid to drink because he's going to get the belt. But at the end of the orphanage, right before we move to the toy store, he punches the shit out of Santa Claus, which is fantastic.
Oh, he lays him out.
Yeah.
He's just like Santa's like basically squatting on the ground. He gets punched and flies through the air and hits the.
What's
Christmas
that
tree.
kid's problem?
Oh,
What's
man.
that kid's problem?
Yeah. So the next big scene is when is it Margaret? His sister Margaret is talking to Mr. Sims. It's Christmas time. He needs more help for the holiday season. I can't hire a boy. I need a man. And she calls little Billy over, and he's like, yeah, that's a man. I need that man to work in my stockroom. And he's hired.
It was such a weird reveal, too. It's just like a slow tilt up the legs to the torso to the sleeveless shirt arms.
It's like every
man.
80s movie when they show the pretty girl, except it's this teenage boy.
Oh, man. Strange. I'm going to go watch it again, guys. I'll be back.
Okay, good. So right then he gets hired, and then there's this there's the great toy montage. Is it a Ray Charles song, or does it just sound like Ray Charles?
Oh, I thought it was a song from Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
It's in the attic, but it's not that song. It just sounds like it.
Dude. But you can see great toys of the 80s. You can see the little Tyke toys. I guess Mr. Potato Head was like originally like a 1950s toy, but to me it's an 80s toy because that's when I grew up. There's Barbie stuff, there's Smurf stuff, and there's also, do you remember Poochie? Does anyone remember Poochie? It was like a dog.
You mean the Simpsons character?
No, it's not. Hey, Mr. S. No, it was like a coloring book, and he adjusted it, and it's Poochie the dog. I remember Poochie the dog was a thing in the 80s.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Well, go back and watch the montage with the Ray Charles song, and you can see it. But also, prominently displayed was the Jabba's Palace set from 1984. I either had to have gotten it birthday 84 or Christmas 84, so it was pretty cool. I thought that was really pretty cool to see. Except one thing I always remember about that Jabba action figure, like you'd put the hookah in his hand, or you could put it in his mouth. Like it was hard to do the hand and mouth at the same time. That always kind of pissed me off. And then like the trap door to the Rancor pit, it was just kind of, it didn't really come through for me. It was kind of a letdown. But anyway, the end of the montage, and he's staring right there. Is it Sally, or what's the girl's name?
We may have been Sally. I don't remember.
I don't remember. At the end of the montage, I mean, he's just staring at the lady, and the a-hole he works with, is an a-hole, and it's Andy. And he's always drinking, and he's like, hey, why are you always staring off into space? Worked here 3 months. You used to be a good guy, but now you won't even drink with me. I don't know. So I mean, you get the feeling he is just an a-hole, like this Andy character. But he's drinking at work. He's got his feet up on the desk.
He's channeling his hatred for Paul Reiser.
Yes.
Because they are almost twins.
Good call.
The not funny guy from My Two Dads.
By the way, I finally became friends with the funny dad from My Two Dads.
Okay.
Doesn't check his Facebook much, so
Okay.
maybe one day. One day.
Well, you can't be pretending to be. I think we would pretend to be the funny dad from My Two Dads, but I don't see anybody else who would really pretend to be the funny dad from My Two Dads and have a fake Facebook page.
No, it's him. I've talked to him.
Okay.
Doesn't check much.
We're talking about Greg Evigan, right?
Yep, that's him.
He had a great beard. That was a fantastic beard. Anyway, Mr. Sims, is it Ira Sims? Because it's Ira's Toys. I'm calling him Ira Sims. He needs a Santa, so Billy gets the tap. He gets a call up to the big show to be Santa for the kids.
Well, I mean, first he has some dreams, some pretty messed up dreams, where he's banging the shop clerk. You see her boobs, and then he gets killed by Santa Claus, like in the dream, right? That happened.
Yes.
Then the next day he gets called up to the big leagues. Oh, you also got to see his very hairy ass.
Yeah, it's like, you're not going to show my dick, right? But you're going to show. Yeah, but we're going to shoot the hell out of your hairy ass area.
80s ass,
I mean,
guys.
just show his dick. Just show his dick.
Come on. Did anyone see the on Netflix, the I Am Santa? Have you seen that?
No.
Is that the Mick Foley
Yeah, it's
documentary?
Mick Foley. It's actually pretty good. It kind of follows like 3 or 4 like real bearded Santa Clauses, and then it follows Mick Foley as he follows his dream to become a real bearded Santa Claus for an afternoon. I guess he's doing it this year too. I don't know because he had.
Did you know that on Mick Foley's home area, the WWE last night, he was not Santa, but Hulk Hogan was.
Really?
He had to issue a statement about it.
Okay.
Is that controversy in the WWE world?
Well, Mick Foley like writes Santa's books, and he has this I Am Santa documentary. But then, like when it's time to have a Santa on wrestling, you don't call him Mick Foley, you call him Hulk Hogan. It turns out the reason they did that was because they wanted to have a campaign on Twitter that was hashtag Ho Ho Hogan.
Boy.
Whatever you
True
can do
story.
to get trending on Twitter, I think that's what's most. That's the
I
life
thought that
lesson
was the
of
name of
it.
his porno.
2 rim shot.
Oh, it's Pamela. That's the name of the lady that he was having sex with, or in his mind he was having Billy was having sex with. So after the day of being Santa, Mr. Sims closes the door. Thank God, nobody's here anymore. Time to drink.
Yeah,
So-
he does a complete 180, that guy.
Yeah,
Sweet
seriously.
toy store owner to cussing, drunk. It was almost shocking. Like, this guy was so nice and kind and sweet, and then all of a sudden, lights out, guys, bring me the liquor.
The
And
good
he's gone.
stuff. I want the good stuff.
Good Lord.
So yeah, Billy kind of alienates himself because he doesn't want to drink at first, and then he starts drinking. And once again, it's a life lesson. I don't want to say it's an over-the-top Catholic life lesson, but if you drink, you're probably going to kill some people. The 80s, when people get drunk, eventually you're either going to rape somebody, or you're going to go on a mass killing spree. So eventually, Billy's just kind of wandering around the store. He's looking for Pamela, and then he finds Andy trying to rape Pamela, and he stops the rape, and he ends up hanging Andy, one hand up in the air with the Christmas lights wrapped around his neck. My question to you guys is, should Pamela have been more appreciative of the situation?
Well, first of all, second attempted rape in this movie.
Okay.
I think she should have been appreciative if he didn't kill the guy.
Okay.
I think killing was extreme, and I think that's her point. I'm with her on this. Garon?
Maybe be a little less accusatory to the guy that just one-handed hung a guy with Christmas lights. Maybe try not to antagonize him. He was holding that guy up one-handed
Yeah.
by a string of Christmas lights. Maybe don't call him crazy. Maybe run away first.
We did forget to mention, Billy is super jacked.
No, we talked about it when we were checking him out from head to toe.
That's right. Well, I'll mention it again. Billy is super jacked.
To me, personal theory, if they would have consummated this relationship inside, like Billy had in his mind with Pamela, none of these people would have died. Personal theory.
No. All that would have just come right out.
So, I mean, really, he's had all those years of like anxiety, stress, other pressures in life. Plus, he's probably backed up. You can't find a quiet place in that orphanage with those nuns.
So you're saying that this is due to the fact that Catholics wouldn't let him masturbate?
And then, none of those people would have died.
You have a problem with your Catholic upbringing that's really coming out in this movie.
This movie brought it to me. I didn't bring it to this movie, but also I did want to mention the titties and the kills. The one that Andy killed by the hanging, and then also the arrow kill later by the older lady that works at the toy store. I thought that was fantastic too.
Well, yeah, let's go through his kills. So he hangs the guy up by the lights, one-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's got to deal with the girl who's giving him issues. So how does he kill her?
I thought he just did he stab her too, or no? Did he get the axe with her? I don't remember. Either way, she's dead. The owner, he's dead. Well, go ahead.
Hold on.
Okay.
I have how he killed her. He stabs her right between the boobs.
Okay. Right next to the
Also,
boobs that
earlier
nurture
there was a
life.
montage of Billy lifting things. I want to point that out. It was
Yeah.
just a montage of him lifting things.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was 45 minutes long.
I'm gonna take this box and lift more things.
Garon, is that enjoyable? Just watching Billy lift things?
You know, yeah. It was
All right.
enjoyable. It was good.
Because
Not gonna lie.
I tried to enjoy the boobs, but then every time I saw boobs, that girl got killed.
That's you getting punished for enjoying the boobs.
Oh, Catholicism.
But I'll give them, they were nice 80s boobs. They weren't late 80s, you know.
They were perfect 80s boobs.
Yeah, they
Perfect.
weren't massacred by bad surgery that
Yeah.
seemed to happen a lot in the late 80s.
They were real. They were teardrops.
You
I
guys,
was
you
a
guys
fan
got
of
some good
every
stuff to look
boob.
at.
This movie has everything, something for everything. Everybody. Something for everybody.
It sure does.
And then the axe is the owner, right? Mr. Sims.
No, he gets a hammer.
He gets a hammer. Oh wow.
He gets the hammer.
Okay.
Now, he tried to axe the lady who worked there.
Okay. But then he went with the arrow.
But, well, yeah, she put up a fight. She was a
Mhm.
feisty drunk. And then he shot her with an arrow.
And the next thing after that is a scene at a house, and I've got 4 words for you. 2 ball in the corner pocket.
So, Billy leaves the store. He comes upon a house. There's a couple making out on the pool
On
table,
the pool table.
and she's naked, or topless, and she's got high mom shorts, 80s mom shorts.
It's a great death scene. The little sister comes downstairs. Just keep on fucking. The cat is at the front door. You need to stop and see where that cat's at.
So she opens the front door completely topless. No one in my neighborhood does that. No
I
one.
don't think anybody in any neighborhood does that. She took the time to put on her shorts, but you know what? Tits free. No one's going to be out. It's cold.
Free the titties.
Ah,
So in my house, my philosophy is, if you see it through the window, you shouldn't be looking in my windows. But if I open the door with my schlong out, that's on me. That's on me.
That's when you need to feel your Catholic shame right there, Glenn. Feel that shame. But
I'm
yeah.
not Catholic. I have
All
no
right.
shame.
But yeah, I think one of the best, I mean, especially for this time period, the death scene here, where he comes into the house and attacks the girl and puts her on is it a moose or a giant deer? It is fantastic. It is really good.
That
Did you
scene
guys-
is incredible.
did you have the uncut version, or did you guys watch the? I don't know if if the original is available or not. 'Cause the Blu-ray
I had the
is
Blu-ray.
uncut. Okay, then you saw the uncut one. 'Cause
Okay.
you can tell
So-
they went back and added that because the quality is different.
Oh, okay.
So you could see they had it so you could see those antlers coming through her guts, which is it was pretty good effects.
Yeah, it really was disturbing. I mentioned to Garon earlier in our pre-show meeting that Michael didn't attend. Every time that my wife walked into the room during the movie, I paused it because I didn't want to deal with the repercussions
There could be tits at any time. You don't know.
of this movie. But She was definitely completely impaled through the antlers.
Yeah. And then the boyfriend freaks out. He's downstairs rocking out because he didn't want to listen to the Christmas carolers. So he goes upstairs, and then the fight scene actually seemed like the boyfriend. Because a lot of these scenes, it seems like the killer always has the upper hand and overpowers the people with like nothing. But it felt like a pretty decent fight between the boyfriend and Billy.
Yeah, it was a good rumble.
Eventually, he tosses him out the window. He's got like 3 giant hunks of glass through him as he falls out the second-story window.
Ouch.
Ouch, poor guy. And then,
Yeah, look painful. Look painful.
and then right after that, that's when the APBs go out for the Santa on the run. The cops drive by these people, and they see Santa go up this ladder into you should assume, a little girl's bedroom. The cops run into the house. If this happened today, would Dad, who was playing Santa in this little girl's bedroom, would he have been shot by the police? Would he have been blown away?
Was he black?
No.
No, he's a white guy.
Then no, he'd be fine.
Okay.
Sorry for the misunderstanding, sir. Carry on.
Okay.
Politics, guys. Politics.
Yeah.
Well, we try to keep those away from the Awesome Ace podcast.
Yes.
We're very Reagan people here.
So don't. There's messages in this movie. There's don't steal. Don't become a drunk orphan. Yeah. Don't punch the Catholic Santa. He will decapitate.
Don't punch the clown.
Yes. Eventually, we get to see the kids who are sliding, right before they go sled on Christmas Eve, and these people come. I guess older boys. They come and they steal the sleds from them, and one of them gets decapitated, which is another fantastic death scene in this movie.
High-speed sled, axe to the neck.
When that head just appears. When the head appears, that's like the best part. Whoa! Where's the head come from?
So, apparently Sister Margaret has heard the APBs, and she's out and about, and she realizes that something's going on with Billy. So she figures that he's going to be heading towards the orphanage. It's early morning. She's been working with one of the police officers, and Mother Superior is still a bitch, and she probably deserves to die. So one of the deputies, they're out there. He's saying, "Halt, halt, halt!" to this guy dressed in a Santa costume, walking straight towards the kid at the orphanage. And then he happens to be a white guy also, but he gets blown away. 187, Glenn.
On a motherfucking cop.
But he was deaf. He was deaf, you idiots. He was the Reverend Pastor Father Santa.
Oh, the way they revealed that, I loved. He didn't stop when I told him to stop. Well, that's because he's deaf. It was so...
Oh, shit.
Oh, man, I loved that part. I actually laughed when she said that. Like, oh, of course he's deaf. No wonder he didn't stop. Of course. Couldn't learn that any other way for this character who we've never seen once in the entire movie until he dies. He's deaf. Of course he wouldn't have stopped. He's deaf. Oh, Sister Margaret.
So Sister Margaret and the police captain are on their way towards the orphanage because she knows this is where Billy has to be going. So Billy eventually does show up and trap the cop who killed I think it's the cop that killed the pastor, I believe. And the cop is outside the orphanage, and he kills him like in this, I think it was an old like furnace room or old boiler room or something next to the furnace or next to the orphanage.
Yeah, it
It was
like
outside, but
yeah, like a basement stairway or something, one of those kind of deals.
yeah.
Storm cellar, I guess.
Eventually, Billy does go inside, and he has his axe. He's ready to kill Mother Superior. And out of anyone in this movie, she deserves to get killed before anybody else. He's got the axe above his head. He's ready to strike, and then boom, gets killed by Captain Richards right there, who came in with Sister Margaret.
Now, do you think she should have been killed because she's a Catholic nun? Like, you have a lot of issues I did not know about. Until we
Sister
discussed this
Justine is a
movie.
fantastic lady, and she was a Catholic nun. I thought she was fantastic.
Did you have any nuns in your childhood
No,
who
that's
tormented
I
you?
think just the one nun. My mom, she had a lot of nuns. So whatever baggage she had, she gave that to me from those nuns. Like holding books, sitting on like being on your knees, holding your books up in the air with your hands up in the air, cleaning the floors, things like that, cleaning stuff with toothbrushes and things like that. It's whatever. It's like saying prayers over and over again. Whatever. It is what it is. We're moving forward. We're a better society. So Billy, he's lying there dead, bleeding out on the floor, and the brother Ricky, he looks up at the Mother Superior and he says, "Naughty."
Sequel!
That's why I wanted to ask if anyone had seen the sequel. This movie it's fantastic. It's fantastically bad. Lots of people have said this is one of the best worst movies ever made.
See, I had expected it to be awful. Like,
Okay.
I thought it was going to be one of these over-the-top, ultra-violent, sick, gross, because of all the protests and all that crap. But it was
So
kind of tame.
Yeah, were you surprised?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I thought, having never seen it before, that it's going to have. Oh, I thought it was going to be a complete piece of shit. But I enjoyed it. I liked it for what it was. So I was kind of surprised, and it was. Compared to the stuff we see nowadays, it was tame. So,
There's
I'll watch
all
the
that
sequel.
like torture porn and stuff out now, and it's nothing
Yeah.
compared with that.
I didn't mind it. I liked it. I said it. I liked it.
He said it.
It's out there.
Most recently, there's Santa's Sleigh, which is like a horror Santa Claus horror movie. But also, I think it was it 88 or 89? When did Tales from the Crypt come out? And I think it was the very first episode that had Santa Claus being an axe murderer.
What was that?
The Tales from the Crypt, was that 88 or 89?
Well, no, Tales from the Crypt did it in '74 when they actually.
That's
did
the
movie.
magazine, but for me, it was the TV show.
'88.
Yeah, but it was like people were all up in arms. I mean, do you think moms of the '80s just needed better things to do? They can go jazzercise or whatever. They go to
They
their
can jazzercise and do blow.
okay. I mean, were they warranted? Should they have protested this, or what should they have done instead?
No, I mean, they did what they wanted to do. Everything happened. It's fine. I have a question, though. What are your guys' thoughts on the original Jack Frost?
With Michael Keaton?
He's chilling and killing these Slayer snowmen?
That's the one where he has sex with a girl in the shower, right?
Yes.
It seems like
Okay.
he just kind of consumes her.
All right, I'm going to try to get into the logistics of how a snowman can survive a hot shower, but I have not seen that movie all the way through, so I cannot comment on how awful it probably is.
Life's so short. There's
One
only
of
so
our
many
fans-
awful movies you can watch.
One of our fans, JD, she made me watch it years ago. And it was on VHS, and it had the really cool, like, not hologram, but maybe
Like-
hologram.
Remember Sport Flicks, the baseball cards? It was kind of like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So it had the cool box where it was like the snowman, and then it was the snowman all up at you.
That's the name of the sequel.
He's chilling and killing. That's the greatest tagline of any horror movie to me. Because he's a
That's a good one.
snowman, Garon.
It's a good tagline.
Okay.
There's a sequel to that, isn't there? Jack Frost 2? I think there is.
Yeah. And then Michael Keaton made a different Jack Frost movie.
So would you guys recommend this? You guys would highly recommend this?
To certain
Jack
people.
Frost?
No.
No.
The Silent Night,
This
Deadly
movie.
Night.
I think I would. It's a good to watch. It's a good, fun Christmas. Well, I guess it's not fun. It's kind of dreary, but it's worth watching. I was surprised that I liked it, so I think I would tell people to could check it out.
Did you watch it with your buddy?
No, watched it by myself.
Would you ask him to watch it with you? Like next year, it's Christmas. You've watched Christmas Vacation. You've watched Scrooge.
We've been
Throw
having
this.
a 12 Nights of Christmas movie marathon, and anytime I suggest a Christmas-themed horror film, I get shot down.
That's bullshit. First of all,
Yeah.
but I'm intrigued by your 12 Nights of Christmas. What other movies have you watched?
We watched, what did we watch? The old classic Santa Claus is Coming to Town. We watched Love Actually. We watched
Ooh,
Santa
quick
Claus the
question.
movie last night.
So, Love Actually. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I cry every fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
All right, just checking.
Yep.
Okay. What else you got?
Definitely. What else did we watch? Santa Claus the movie we watched last night.
This is the one with Dudley Moore.
Yes.
It is a bad movie, but it's fantastic. Little kid with his
I
leather
don't know
jacket,
that
and he's got his little fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Is that an 80s movie?
Yeah, doesn't he go to
He's-
McDonald's in that movie?
Yes. This little kid is dressed like the 80s version of a 1900s little Oliver Twist orphan. He's got like smoke on his face, like he's been standing outside of a coal factory.
He's been working with the chimney sweep.
Exactly. It's very, very cheesy and fun. John Lithgow's in it. It's crazy. It's good, but it's high 80s cheese.
Yeah.
I don't know how I missed it. I have to watch it now.
It sounds like you guys got to put this on the calendar for next Christmas.
Yeah, John
Well-
Lithgow plays a wonderful bad guy. There's like candy that they eat and then they fly or something.
He has
We
a nice
haven't
set of
done-
teeth in that movie.
We haven't done Trading Places yet either for Christmas, right?
Damn it. When Dan Aykroyd is on the bus eating that fish that he just stole, and like his Santa Claus hair is all mixed up in the fish he keeps eating, and there's people watching him on the bus eating the fish that he just stole from that dinner at his old company, and he's eating. Every bite is like part fish and part Santa Claus beard hair. God, that's so awesome.
I think that needs to be, that and Santa Claus the movie might both
Okay.
appear next Christmas. But we'll see. Anything else, Garon, that you guys have watched? Christmas Vacation?
We watched that and Home Alone on Christmas
Okay.
Eve, so we'll be watching both of those tomorrow night.
Okay, we've done
That's a
both
tra-
of those
that's a
movies.
tradition.
What else have we done? Die Hard? You watched Die Hard?
That was going to be on the list, but I apparently don't own it.
Oh.
So
What about Gremlins?
we watched Gremlins.
Okay.
We watched that a couple days ago.
Trying to think of other movies we've done for Christmas.
Gremlins.
Oh, we
Yes,
watched
Gremlins, Die Hard.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
Okay.
I think that's it. You kind of skipped a couple of days.
Scrooged?
All I Want for Christmas. We watched that.
Well, Scrooged.
I haven't watched Scrooge yet. We
Miracle on
actually
34th
watched
Street?
that. Nope, I've never seen that. Never watched it.
Oh, the original's great.
Oh,
I don't know about the
see it.
remake. But Scrooged is great. The best Christmas pageant ever. That'd be tough to find. I have it, but that'd be tough to find.
Have either of you seen 42nd Street with Anthony LaPaglia? And
No.
no, it's about the New Year's Eve. It's Christmas and New Year's Eve. It's about the first lottery ever in New York State history. It's about like the luckiest man in New York. It's got Anthony LaPaglia and who's the guy in Moonstruck?
Wait. Joe from Empire Records?
Yeah, Joe from Empire Records. He's in it. Yeah. It's okay. It's called 42nd Street. This might be our last episode of the year. I thought maybe we could do just talk about movies that I was looking forward to through 2015, maybe some TV also.
Okay. Well, real quick, before we do that, I don't want to forget. I do want to thank a couple more fans who are newer to our show, but they watch every week, and I get emails from them. JD, I just mentioned, also D. Rose. Every week I get emails from D. Rose. He loves the show. Thank you for listening, D. Rose. Keep listening. So what do you want to do in 2015?
I wanted to talk about the movies and TV shows that are coming out. Also, I did want to thank Aaron S. and then the other Aaron S. and then Larry W. Larry Walker, not the one who played
The
for
Colorado
Rockies or for the Montreal Expos or the St. Louis Cardinals. Different Larry Walker, but he's always contributing on Facebook. We do appreciate him. So there's Arrow and Flash, but then also Netflix is going to be pushing for a Daredevil. Do you think that's going to be any good?
Nope.
What do you think?
I
Gary?
have high hopes.
Okay.
We'll see. Flash has been amazing this season. It's a great
Okay.
show. I love it.
By the way, is anyone gonna go see The Interview on Christmas Day? No, it's out there. It's gonna be out there.
I thought they were going to put it on Crackle.
No, they're putting it in theaters on Christmas Day now.
Okay, they
Keep
are.
up. That's what NPR told me today.
Just today. Okay. All
Oh,
right.
I don't know. We'll see.
It's horrible. It's gonna be horrible.
It's going to be terrible, but there's stuff I have to see for my top 10 list before I can go see The Interview. So we'll see what happens. Sorry, Seth
I'm
Rogen.
going to re-listen. I'm going to re-listen to all the episodes of Serial again.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing on Christmas.
So Tina Fey, she's still out there producing, and she's got Ellie Kemper from The Office. She took over as the front desk person on The Office. For the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, do you think Tina Fey is going to still just produce gold? She's just going to ship gold and have great shows for the rest of
Is
her
that
career?
the Fox one or the NBC one?
I think it's an NBC one.
Okay. I'll watch it.
It's on Netflix, though, right?
Maybe I'm thinking something else.
They canceled it from
Oh, really?
NBC or whatever, and Netflix
Okay.
picked it up, so it's going to be on Netflix.
Oh,
Okay.
I like it more already.
Okay. How much longer are we still going to have regular networks? You know? It just seems like they're just going to be like live TV. That's all they're going to have, like dancing TV shows, contest TV shows, and sports. Like that's the only
Well,
thing.
CBS in 2015 will be firing the first shot with their internet network, so their online network. So we'll see how that works out.
I don't know what that is.
Well, no, they're gonna do just like an a la carte network. They're the first network who's gonna do that,
Oh.
and so that's gonna kind of be their test.
Well,
Yeah,
only
but-
old people watch CBS, and they don't know how to work the computer. So what?
Hey, I watch Elementary. In
I
fact,
also
we've
watch-
called you out on this before. Your CBS hatred is unfounded.
I do watch Elementary, but that's it.
No, I think there's like 2 or 3 shows that we ended up figuring out that you watched on CBS. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I'll go back and listen to an episode.
I think it's just Elementary.
Are
did you watch
either of you guys going to watch the spin-off from Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul?
That's magic that I don't think can be captured twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll watch it to see how it starts, but that character, he was kind of I don't know. We'll see.
Because I mean, he was comic relief. It felt like the whole time, and
He just it seems like a difficult character to base an entire show around.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That Vince Gilligan's, he's pretty brilliant. So we'll see what he does.
Sherlock, the new season. Are you guys going to watch that?
Yes. And
Is
like,
that coming next year?
I think so.
no, I don't think it is.
Oh, it isn't?
Maybe
Oh,
it's a
okay.
special.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's
they're
what
gonna
it
do
is.
one special, but otherwise
Maybe that's what it's
2016.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
So SNL. How do you guys feel about the season of SNL so far, Glenn?
Well, I was gonna address that in our closing.
Okay. We'll come back to it.
We'll come back to it. I'm gonna address that in our closing.
These are just movies. Some of them have 80s ties, some of them don't. But the Hot Tub Time Machine 2, I think this is going to be horrible. But I don't know if I'd see it in a theater, but I'd definitely rent it when it comes out.
Are we sure it's gonna hit theaters?
I know, because they postponed it like 2 different times.
I'll see it. I like the first one.
And there's the new movie with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. I think it's coming out like this time next year, but I'm pretty excited to see that. They're hilarious. I think they're both.
My mentor at work, his daughter's in that movie, so he's been sending me pictures from the set.
Oh wow,
I'm pretty excited about it.
that's cool. The first Ted had lots of different 80s references in it, so we'll see what happens when they come out with Ted 2. I don't know. Some people don't like it. Some people love it. I really like Ted. Are you guys excited about Ted 2?
I have not seen Ted 1.
What, you haven't seen
Really?
Ted? Okay.
Yeah.
Ted 1 was good. Ted 2 is going to suck. I'll still watch it.
Okay. This goes back all the way to like episode 5. Mad Max. They're gonna redo it with Mad Max Fury Road. You think that'll be any good?
No.
Well, all right.
What do you think, Garon?
I don't. It looks interesting. The trailer they have out is very sort of strange to me. It seems almost cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna see it for sure. But I'm kind of gonna go in with like an open mind. It's been what 30 years since the last one or something crazy.
Yeah.
We'll see.
What about there's the new Terminator Genesis? Do you think that'll be any good?
For the love of Christ, just end it.
Fine, Glenn. Fine. I'm pretty excited. Okay, so SNL, Glenn. Lots of people are high on the Leslie Jones. Do you think she's any good?
All right. So I want to say this first of all.
Go ahead.
Can you still hear me? I walked away.
I can hear you. Go ahead. You
All
just
right,
walk
that's
and
great.
talk, Glenn. You walk.
I'm walking and talking. I'm gonna do a walk
Okay.
and talk. This is newsroom. So I have been writing every week these things about SNL.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to also say this. I was going to give kind of a 2014 overview. This year has been the worst year of my life from health perspective.
Oh, okay.
As you know, Michael, like it had cut a lot of things out of my mouth that turns out like was affecting my heart and a lot of other things. So every week I write these little things about SNL, and my goal at some point was to put them on Garon's website. I still have that goal over the Christmas break because they're all written. I just have to actually do it. That being said, this is one of the worst years of SNL I've ever seen. Like I keep writing about it and then it doesn't go anywhere because there's been other issues, but I have pages upon pages on why this year sucks. But I don't hate SNL. I still watch every week because SNL to me always is that way. It's never great. People like make it great in their mind, but it's never great. It's just always like 3 sketches a show. But I do think that the news is one of the best news crews they've ever had. I love the 2 guys. I love Colin Jost, and I love Michael. I can't think of his last name
Che.
right now. Yeah, Michael J. Yeah, but they have been great, in my opinion. They say what they want, and they don't care if it's funny or not. And to me, that's better. I'd rather them say what they want. So I'm very much looking forward to the new year of SNL. I think that as this cast matures, it's going to be a lot better. They have to get rid of some of the older people who still get time for no reason. I mean, I love Good Burger, and he tried to quit already, and they wouldn't let him. Bobby Monahan needs to go.
No way.
What?
No.
What has he done?
Bobby
Drunk Uncle?
Moynihan is fantastic.
Drunk Uncle?
Yeah, I love Bobby Monahan, but what has he done lately?
Drunk Uncle alone.
Okay. If he just did Drunk Uncle, I'm fine with it.
Hey, Glenn, didn't 2 weeks ago, didn't you get to meet my drunk uncle? Just saying.
I did meet your Drunk Uncle. It was
So
awesome.
everyone, I mean, it's universal character. Everyone can relate.
Oh, I love Drunk Uncle. I love Drunk Uncle. All I'm saying is that this cast needs time to mature, and it's going to be better and better. They're all very young for the most part.
So let the kids play. Get the old guys out of there.
Yeah. I mean, Kieran Thompson isn't into it. When's the last time we even did a What's Up with that?
What's up with that?
He's done after the season, though. I think he's finally going.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He tried to quit last season, and they wouldn't let him.
Well, yeah,
When did
because
we
they
start,
had
like
an
2003.
Yeah, he's been around forever. So all I'm saying is this season is not great, but I'm good with it. Like I'm fine with that. It's going to be good. I can't wait to upload the last 9 shows that I have wrote out.
Okay. Well, do we know what we're going to bring to the awesome 80s fans for the start of next year, Lawrence?
Like a movie now?
No, I mean, do you have any ideas? What can we bring? Do you have any?
Yeah, we're
Any
gonna bring the thunder.
we want to bring the thunder. Any promises you want to give to the people for next year? Any?
I don't know. What do you? I mean, that's kind of on the spot. I don't know. What do you want to bring them?
I want
Besides
to
the
bring them
thunder.
only the best of awesome 80ness every week or bi-weekly, soon, however soon we get these things out. And we do appreciate all the fans and all the feedback on Facebook, especially all the new fans and all the old fans on Facebook. It really makes it feel like somebody listens, so that's good.
Do you have a movie of the year?
For
2014.
Came out this year.
Yeah.
I think I haven't seen all the For Your Consideration movies yet, but I still like the Lego Movie. That's my favorite movie this year.
Garen? I know you're having trouble with album of the year, Garen. But what about movie
Hey,
of the year?
I'm narrowing it down. I need to see a few more things. I mean, right now it might be the Babadook. It might be the Fault in Our Stars, as cheesy as that sounds.
No, it's good.
I think Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be up there, but the Babadook was really, really great. That's definitely going to be in the top 5, especially for horror fans and classic horror fans. It's kind of a love letter to silent movie era horror.
I will say this. When you guys get to see The Overnighters, the documentary, you're going to fall in love.
I don't know what that is.
It's a documentary about the North Dakota oil boom and about a pastor who's taking in all of these people. It is phenomenal. It's not out in wide release right now. It's limited release. I have a review going up for Garen's website hopefully this weekend because I was able to obtain a copy of it and from the production company, and it is awesome. I'm very excited to do this. It's supposed to win its favorite right now for Academy Award for the documentary category, and I don't see any way it doesn't win.
Wow, cool.
It is an awesome journey of a movie, and I suppose I should probably forward that link to you, Garen, because I probably used you guys to get it.
I will watch it.
Awesome.
And if it's not good, I'm coming for you.
Oh, it's great. There's some things I'd be like, oh shit, Garen's gonna kick my ass. I'm confident in this one. You're gonna love this movie, and it has a complete swerve at the end that you never saw coming.
Oh, cool. Then send it to me, and I will watch.
I shall do so. So we want to thank all of our guests this year. Too many to name. Most of them probably don't listen, but we've had an awesome crop of guests. But we're excited. New Year. What's the Valentine's Day horror movie?
My Bloody Valentine?
Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah, that's one of them.
All right. If we don't see you before, Garen, we will see you for that.
Awesome.
And I have some stuff for you. I will be sending you. Thank you guys so much for sticking by us. It's been a tough year for me, but I'm happy that you guys have been there, and we appreciate you. So, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks again for listening.
Happy Kwanzaa, guys.
Happy
Stay awesome.
Kwanzaa. Stay awesome, everybody.
Stay awesome.